Now, this identity you have already done in your class 8. Okay, application. How to apply this? Say if you want to expand half x plus 2 by 3y whole square. You want to expand this, then expand, consider this half x to be a, 2/3 y to be b. So you have half x a square plus twice. This is your a, and 2 by 3 y is your b. So this is a 2ab term, and this is your b squared term. Now I don't have any notes on this part. Okay, so in your classwork copy, if you are doing this, you'll do it from the videos, from this video only, today's video. Okay, so next here we have half of x square will be 1/4 x square, and here what will happen? This two will cancel, and what are you left with? You're left with plus 2/3 xy, and here you are you have 2/3 square, so this becomes 4 by 9 y square. Okay, so this is your answer. This is one application. Okay, identity 2, a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Application. Let us take this one, 3x minus 1 by 2x whole square. Okay, so if you see, this is a, 3x is your a, and if I take 1 by 2x as b, so you have a minus b whole square. So let us expand. So this is a square minus twice a b plus b square. And when you simplify, this 2 and this 2 will cancel here. So 3x whole square will give you a 9 square, and this x and x will also cancel here. So you simply get a 3 here, nothing else, plus, and 1 by 2x whole square is 1 by 4x square, and that is your answer. Okay. The next identity that I see here is a plus b into a minus b. So identity 3. A plus b into a minus b. Now this you have done repeatedly in many of the sums. A square minus b square application you have done in many of the sums. I'll just show you one small application, and that should be it. But we'll be using this for factorization also. Okay, we'll be seeing many applications of these actually. So an application of this can be, say, this one, 2x minus 3 by x, 2x plus 3 by x. You want to multiply these two, you see that this is your a minus b, and this is your a plus b, where a is 2x and b is 3 by x, so which is equal to a square. So a square 2x whole square minus b square. B is 3 by x, and therefore you have 4x square. 2x whole square is 4x square minus 9 by x square. Okay, so that is what your identity 3 is. And let's see what is your identity 4 here. Identity 4 here is a plus 1 by a. So let us see one application of this. Yeah, this is a new identity to us. Identity 4. A plus 1 by a whole square is equal to a square plus 2 plus 1 by a square. That was your identity. Okay. Application of this. Let us see one application of this. This one. You have x plus 2 by x minus 3 into x minus 2 by x minus 3. This. Okay. Now, this in the sense does not look like an application of this, but it is actually an application um, because this is, you rewrite this here, you take these two together. Okay, so you have x minus 3. This is not an application, sorry. I'll take another sum. I'll take another sum. Let us say this 3x plus 1 by x whole square. This sum. You can expand this in the following manner. You can take this as your a and this as your 1 by a. Okay, that means a is your um, no, this is also not an application. So yeah, identity 5 I gave you was a minus 1 by a whole square is equal to a square minus 2 plus 1 by a square. This is what application of this. You have simplify. You have to simplify a plus 1 by a whole square plus a minus 1 by a whole square. Then we'll simplify it just by writing these. A plus 1 by a whole square, you know, is a square plus 2 plus 1 by a square. And a minus 1 by a is square is here. Okay, so a minus 1 by a whole square is a square minus 2 plus 1 by a square. Now you open the brackets. There's a plus sign, so signs will not change. So a square plus 2 plus 1 by a square plus a square minus 2 plus 1 by a square. So now if you see here, this plus 2 and minus 2 will cancel out. A square will combine to give you 2a square. And 1 by a square plus 1 by a square will be twice of 1 by a square. So this is 2a square plus 2 by a square. So now you can take 2 common to get a square plus 1 by square. So this was an application, the combined application of identity 4 and 5. Okay, there we'll come across more applications of this identity later on. Next identity will be a plus 1 by a into a minus 1 by a. You know this, right? Identity number 6. A plus 1 by a into a minus 1 by a is equal to a square minus, this is simply a plus b into a minus b square form. So I don't think any application is required for this. So you will know without this is simply a plus b into a minus b form. Next identity that you must know is uh, x plus a into x plus b. This is an important one. Identity number 7 is x plus a into x plus b. This is x square plus a plus b x plus ab. Application. Okay, how to apply these two? Let us take an example here. Let's take a simple one here. X plus 3 into x minus 5. Okay, now see here, you have x plus a form here. So what is a here? A here is 3. But here you have x plus b, but here you have a minus sign, right? So what you do here is you write this as x plus 3 into x plus minus 5. So this is your x plus a and this is your x plus b. So a here is 3, b is your minus 5. So therefore, when you're multiplying this, when you're applying this identity, x plus 3 into x minus 5 is equal to, you'll write x square plus, what is a here? This a here is 3. What is b here? B here is minus 5 x. Okay, plus ab. A here is 3, b here is minus 5. So you directly get from here x square minus 2x minus 15. Okay, so that is how you can multiply x plus 3 into x minus 5. That is a different, but this is an identity that you will require. And I'll show you one application. I'll show another application of this, and why tell you this application is application of this identity is important is, see, because of this kind of sums. Say if I want to find the product of 2x plus 3y, and I have say 3x plus 5y. Okay, I will apply x plus a into x plus, but the problem here is that the coefficient of x here is 2 and the coefficient of x here is 3. But here in the identity, I have coefficient 1, right? Isn't it? So what I'll try to do here is I will try to make the coefficient of x 1 first. So how do I make the coefficient of x 1? First, what I'll do from this, I'll take 2 common. If I take 2 common, 2 out, what will I have to do? I will have to divide this by 2, right? And from here, the second one, I take 3 out. So I'll have 3x plus 5y divided by 3. Okay. Now, 2, now I separate here. 2x plus 3y divided by 2 can be written as 2x by 2 plus 3y by 2. Into, you have 3x by 3 plus 5y by 3. So now here, these two cancel. Now you have got the coefficient 1. 2 and 3 you multiply to get a 6. And then you have x plus 3y by 2. And here you have x plus 5y by 3. So now what you see here is, now you have got x plus a into x plus b form. This is x plus a and this is x plus b. So now we can apply the identity. So how do we apply? What was the identity? Is equal to, just write 6 as it is. Give a curly bracket. Identity was x square minus a plus b. What is a here? A here is 3y by 2. And what is b here? 5y by 3. X plus ab. 3y by 2 into 5y by 3. Now we simplify this to get our answer. X square minus, you take the LCM here, 6. This is 9y minus 10y x plus, and this is 15 by 6y square. Okay, so now what do you get here? 6 times x square. 9y minus 10y is minus y. So minus and minus will combine to give you a plus. X by 6, sorry, y by 6 into x plus 15y square by 6. Okay, now you can multiply 6 throughout to get 6x square plus xy plus 15y square, and that is your answer. Any questions on any step in this sum? We'll move on to identity 8. Identity 8 is just, if you see this, this is your identity 8. This is just an extension of 7. Okay. We'll see identity number 8. It's not a very important identity. In fact, identity 7 is more important. But still, if you know identity 7, it is not a very difficult job to remember identity 8. So x plus a into x plus b into x plus c is x square. First take the sum, a plus, sorry, this is x cube, because there are three x's, x, x and x. That is why you have an x cube here. Next, you take the sum of a, b and c and reduce the power of x by 1. So from x cube, it becomes x square. Next, what you do is you take the sum of the products two at a time, ab plus bc plus ca. And again, you reduce the power of x by 1. So from x square, it becomes x. And finally, you have the product of all three, ABC. Okay, so that is how you remember this. Okay, so we'll see one application of this. Say this, x minus 2, x minus 3, into x minus 4. So see here, what are a, b and c here? A is minus 2, b is minus 3, c is minus 4. So you can write this as x cube minus x cube plus, in fact, sum of a, b and c. So minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Reduce the power of x by only once. So from x cube, it becomes x square. Next, you take a plus sign. Take the product two at a time. That is AB, minus 2 into minus 3. Next, BC, minus 3 into minus 4, plus CA, which is minus 4 into minus 2. And then reduce the power of x by 1. From x square, it becomes x. And plus, you take the product of all three. Okay. So that is, you're getting here x cube. You have 9. So minus 9x square. And here, what is the sum here? It is 6 plus 12 plus 8x. And here you have a minus 24. So you have x cube minus 9x square plus 26, x minus 24. Okay. So this is one application. Next identity, identity number 9 that I gave you was a cubic formula, a plus b whole cube. Now this formula is the actual formula that you will require most of the examination problems, and most of the applications will be from this. Identity number 9. Let me write both the identities together and I will show you the applications of both so that you know the difference between the two. Identity number 9 was a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus thrice a square b plus thrice ab square. And I told you to remember only the second form. Mostly you will apply in the second form. The second form is more useful. That is this one that I am writing here. A cube plus b cube plus thrice ab into a plus b. This is the more useful form. Okay, and identity 10. A minus b whole cube. A cube minus b cube minus thrice a square b plus thrice ab square. This is a cube minus b cube minus thrice ab into a minus b. This form here is the more important form. Okay, but you need to remember both. Mostly we'll be applying the second form. Okay, so let us do some applications based on these. Application number 1. Let us start with something that is very basic. Okay, you have 3x plus 1 by x whole cube. How to expand this? Consider this 3x to be a and 1 by x to be b. So you have a cube plus b cube writing by the second form. You have here 3ab. So 3a here is 3x, b here is 1 by x, 3ab into a plus b. A plus b. Okay, so now you have you can expand this, you can simplify this here. 3x whole cube will give you 27x cube. 1 by x whole cube is 1 by x cube. Plus now here what will happen? X and x will cancel here. We'll simply get a 9 into 3x plus 1 by x. You can leave your answer here, or what you can do is you can multiply everything and simplify. 27x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 27x plus 9 by x. Okay, you can write your answer in this manner also. Okay, next application. Application number 2. This time we'll be applying a minus b whole cube
Sir, can you
formula.
show identity 10?
Tell
Identity
me
10.
what?
Sir, can you show identity 10? I will take a screenshot, sir. Identity 10. I was copying, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
2x minus 1 by y. 2x minus 1 by 3y whole cube. You want to expand this? This time we'll expand this by a minus b whole cube formula. Okay. So I keep the formula this a minus b whole cube in mind. It's there on the screen. Just see how I'm applying. This is your a minus and this is your b. So a is 2x, so a cube minus b cube minus thrice ab. A is 2x, b is 1 by 3y into a minus b. A is 2x, b is 1 by 3y. Okay, so now we'll simplify this. 2x whole cube is 8x cube minus this is 1 by 27y cube. And here this 3 and this 3 will cancel because 3 terms are being multiplied here. This will cancel. You'll be only be left with 2x by y into 2x minus 1 by 3y. You can leave your answer here, or you can multiply this 8x cube minus 1 by 27 y cube minus 2x by y into 2x will give you a 4x square by y. Anybody who disagrees? Anybody who disagrees here?
No, sir.
And since I have a minus sign here, so this minus sign will be converted to a plus sign because I'm opening the brackets. So 2x by y into 1 by 3y will give you a 2x by 3y square. Okay, so this is your answer, or you can leave your answer here also, depending on what kind of sum you are doing. Okay, so this was an application. This was two applications of a plus b and a minus b whole cube. We move on to the next application here, next identity here. And the next identity here, we have two very important identities which we shall require in factorization mostly. This is a cube plus b cube and a cube minus b cube. Okay, so let us see applications of these two identities. This is identity number 11. Identity 11. We'll do both of them together. Identity 11, identity 12. This is identity 11 is a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. Remember, I told you how to remember this identity, a cube plus b cube. First, you will have a and b. This sign will be the same. And next, this sign here that you have will be opposite of this sign here. Okay, so remember it this way. So similarly, if you want to write a cube minus b cube, because you have a minus sign here, we'll give a minus sign, a minus b. And because you have a minus sign here, this sign will become a plus sign here, opposite of this sign. Okay, so this is how you will remember these two identities. Let us see applications of these two very important identities for your class. This is very, very important. In fact, among all identities, I consider these two to be the most important. Application 1. Very simple application. It's a 2p plus 3q into 4p square minus 6pq plus 9q square. We want to multiply these two together. So now what we'll do is I see a plus sign here, isn't it? So I'll try to bring this to this form. Let's see if this is this form or not. So 2p plus 3q, and here 4p square can be written as 2p square, and see this one here 9q square can be written as 3q whole square, and plus next is you have ab. So this is 2p. If I consider 2p as my a and 3q as my b. Yes. Now let's see whether we are getting. So this was already, we have just rewritten this. Now let's see whether we are getting this one from this one or not. Are we getting? Yes, we are getting. Are we getting 6pq here? Yes, we are getting. So therefore, this is now what form? What can I take this here? So if I take a is equal to 2p and b is equal to 3q, this is a what form? A cube plus b cube. So this is 8p cube plus 27q cube. And that is your answer. Second application. You have 3p minus 4q into 9p square plus 12q. 12pq.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, in application one in the second line, you have written 2p whole
This is
square
minus.
plus 2p.
Yes, this should be a minus sign.
Sir.
Fine. Okay. So let us do this second one now in application 2. What you see here is you have 3p minus 4q. And the second one, we'll check whether we can bring it to this a square, this form, a square plus ab plus b square form or not. Let's check. So what you do is, this is, if you consider this as our a, we'll write a square here. So yes, we are getting 9p square. So this is fine. If you consider this as your b, you write here plus b square. Are we getting 16q square? Yes, we are getting 16q square. Next, let's see whether we are getting AB or not. So we multiply these two together, 3p and 4q. We multiply these two together. Are we getting 12q? Yes, we are getting 12q. So that means this is okay. That means now this is of what form? A cube minus b cube. So if I take A as 3p and if I take B as 4q, this becomes A cube minus b cube, which you can write as 27p cube minus 4 cube is 64 q cube. That's it. Okay, that's it. I'll stop here for today.